My client showed up to a coaching session with me, wrecked. I could physically see she was exhausted. She had spent the good part of the last 2 years delivering, showing up and serving her clients really well. She had gone from $0 to just edging over $300,000 mark in 2 years in revenue. She had done amazing. I was so proud of her and so thrilled for her. She was tired. She was extremely happy about the financial achievements. And then she dropped the clanger at me. She said, "Em, when is enough enough?" After working in my own business for 7 years, I fully understood what she meant. You see, she'd made a sea change a few years prior and had worked in an organisation and had given her heart and her soul, we've all been there, right, to this organisation. And she realised that while she had had financial success, she had not let go of the dream to live by the beach, but she was existing as if she hadn't moved to the beach. It was a great question, and one that I've heard more than once. Have you ever asked yourself the question, when is enough enough? You see, and you would know this, and I know it, because we're in business with ourselves. We all need to make money. That's why we go into business for ourselves, right? That's the whole point. Yes, you want to have impact. Yes, we want to serve our clients well. Yes, we want to deliver well. Yes, we want to have a good reputation and good visibility. But ultimately, no money, no revenue. No revenue, no profit. So we need to make money. I asked my client a couple of questions to get the conversation started. Thought I'd share what they were. The first one was, how long have you been feeling like this for? Was she just tired right now? Had a bad night with the kids? Things had gone a bit wrong in the morning? Or was this an ongoing thing? My second question was, when was the last time that she had a holiday without worrying about work? When was the last time you had a holiday without worrying about work? When you have your own business, it's almost like you can switch on for 24/7, isn't it? And then my final question was, what was missing in her life that made her ask the question? These 3 questions started a beautiful, full conversation about what success looks like for her. Not what success looks like for someone else, not what success looks like on social media, not what success looks like for her family and her friends. What did it mean for her? How did she want to turn up? Who did she want to be when she turned up? What did it look like for her friends and her family and her kids and her partner? What did that all look like for it to feel like she was being successful? You see, we got sold all this, let's work 20 hours and make $1 million. P.S. I don't know anyone who works 20 hours and makes $1 million. But guess what? It's just a lie. If you know someone who works 20 hours a week and is a millionaire, flick them to me. I want to follow their socials. I think it's a lie. I know that's not a popular opinion, but it is the truth. You have to work hard, right? So what did we do to help our client out? My poor, tired client. We did 3 things. And if you're feeling this way, have a think about these 3 things. And by the way, I want to acknowledge that this is a situation that some people listening will go, oh my goodness, I would love that. I would love to have that revenue. I would love to have that problem. Yep, I hear you. You can have that problem too. You just need to work it and we need to raise your prices. Probably, just saying. Anyway, back to the 3 things. So here are 3 things that we did. Now that she'd been in business for a while, what did success look like for her business-wise? We went through a whole conversation about what it looked like, what her offers were, what her services were, what she might have wanted to ditch, what she might have wanted to put in, and we redefined what success looked like for her specifically, because it's not one size fits all. Never one size fits all. 2, we booked in some self-care, and this started as some naps, because you all know I love a good nap. More naps mean more productivity, just saying, which hopefully would have helped her switch her brain off. One of my strengths is achiever. It's my number 1 strength. It doesn't let me stop unless it's a task. Now, I also knew that she had achiever as her number 1 strength, and that stopping and napping was near on impossible with that achievement focus going on. So I made it a task for her. Her task was to have a nap. That was the prescription that her business coach gave her. Have a nap every day. It's a complete way to hack your brain, deregulate your nervous system, and allow your brain just to process and feel less tired. In that self-care, we talked about other things. We talked about facials, we talked about massages, we talked about Pilates, we talked about limiting her hours, winding down her hours, winding down her days, winding down her weeks, giving her a day a week back into her diary. We talked about all of those things. And finally, we talked about what she had booked in the diary that she was looking forward to. It was a trip overseas with her family. That's what she was looking forward to. You see, we all need something to look forward to, right? I was reminded by this. I went to a book launch a couple of weeks ago by my friend Lisa O'Neill, and she has a book out. It's called Energy. Get it, guard it, give it. Incredible. Now, it felt more like a comedy show. My cheeks did not stop. I did not stop smiling and laughing the entire time. But something that she said really resonated for me and plays into this space. When we have something to look forward to, we feel a sense of hope, we feel a sense of excitement, and we're not just one-dimensional. And I love that. And so what we did was focus on what it meant for her to take that holiday. And also to have a couple of smaller things in the diary that weren't as big as an overseas holiday, but she could look forward to. What about you? What's in your diary that you look forward to? For me, once a week, I sit down with a cup of tea and I just stare at the carpet. It sounds so silly. It's free and it allows my brain to just process the day. I love having a lovely hot cup of tea in a beautiful teacup and just thinking about nothing. Zip, zilch. I do it once a week. I love it. What is it for you? So my question today is, have you ever asked yourself, have you ever stopped to ask yourself, when is enough enough? Just a question. It's always nice to have these reflective questions. I love sharing client stories and she has done so well. But now it's a time for a new iteration of her. It's a new season for her and it's almost like a rebirthing of her, which is beautiful. I hope you've got something out of this episode. I hope that you've taken a question and thought, yeah, when is enough enough? Or what am I doing to look after myself? Or do I have some hope? Or have I got something to look forward to? So many cool things. Thanks for joining me with this episode of Tea with the Queen. Bye.